Recently, an international student submitted his proof of funds for CAS application, and he got a mail from his university requesting him to provide a 6-month bank statement or an evidence of the source of funds in his bank account. Now, there are so many reasons why your university is going to ask you to provide these documents, and I'm going to share with you also how to avoid putting yourself in that position. Trust me guys, it's very much possible that students experiencing this request from their universities to provide 6-month bank statement after they've provided the 28 days old bank statement. So if you think this will interest you, don't go anywhere, keep watching till the end. Hello guys, if you're coming across my channel for the first time, my name is Daniel. I currently reside in the UK and I share videos around traveling abroad. So if you're looking for a place to get first-hand information on how to relocate abroad, then this is the place for you. Please click on the red subscribe button to join the growing family, and for my returning subscribers and viewers, you guys are amazing. Thank you for the love, thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get started with a couple of weeks ago, a student submitted his proof of funds, which is the 28 days old bank statement showing the balance of your tuition fee and also your living expenses. And after submitting this document, it was 28 days old, and just for him to get his CAS letter provided. So after submitting his proof of funds to apply for CAS, his university sent him the mail you're seeing on the screen. Now this university is saying, please upload evidence of your source of funds, where the funds in the account has been deposited from, as UKVI can ask for source of funds. Source of funds could be evidence of salary payments into the account, a sale of property, and or a bank statement for a 6-month period showing transactions and consistent amount of funds. Now obviously, if you're applying for your CAS document, your proof of funds, as everyone knows, is supposed to be for 28 days and shouldn't be older than 31 days. Now, some universities in the UK go further. Now, I made a video a couple of months ago to share with you guys how some universities in the UK don't trust the proof of funds provided by international students, and I wouldn't blame them. They've got so many reasons why the further request additional documents to prove that students actually have the funds in the bank account to show the balance of the tuition fee and living expenses. Now, some of the reasons why certain universities request students to further provide evidence of the funds in their bank account. One of the major reasons is because so many international students end up defaulting in payment of tuition fee. Now, the UKVI decided that, okay, so if you're an international student coming to the UK, now to show sense of commitment to your admission, you pay a deposit amount, which varies across universities. Some universities require you to pay £3,500. Some request you pay £2,000 and whatever amount paid by your university. Now, just to show that you've got enough funds, you're not coming to the UK to struggle. Now, universities further request you pay, you have the balance of your tuition fee in your account. Now, getting to the UK, so many of these universities discover that most international students get stranded and they're unable to meet up with the payment of the balance of their tuition fee. Most of these universities, they've obviously got like representative in so many of these African countries, and those guys definitely give feedback to them. Now they know for a fact that most international students borrow some of these funds. They get like loan to pull their bank statement. They know, don't be deceived, they know about this, and that's why it's actually a strategy on how you can actually present your proof of funds that won't put you in this kind of position. Honestly, there are different ways you can actually avoid putting yourself in this position. And also another reason why they feel they need to actually go further to investigate the source of funds in student bank account is because so many students get into UK and abscond. Yeah, so many international students have actually met quite a few of them that ended up coming to the UK, and after a couple of weeks they leave the university, they leave the program. They're actually in the UK for. So the university is just trying to find a way to ensure that students are able to meet up with their financial obligations, so they don't come here and end up struggling. So that's why we are building your pool of funds. I've made a lot of video on how you can effectively build your pool of funds to avoid putting yourself in a position whereby you need to start looking for a way to prove how much you've got in your bank account and all of that. Now, another reason why so many investors in the UK end up asking for the pool of funds is because now they discover that most students, the moment they get their CAS document and pull out the application, they don't have the funds. Now, I also made a video some weeks ago, to share with you guys how the UKVI office sent one of my subscribers a mail, to provide the proof of funds. Now this is what happened. Now she applied for cars, and she got the cars, then applied for visa. Now 3 weeks into the application, that is after 3 weeks that she has submitted an application, she just got a mail from the UKVI office asking her to submit a fresh bank statement. They do this randomly. Honestly, for someone like me, I took out my proof of funds, I think 2 days or some days before my visa application, and nobody called me or sent me an email to provide a revised bank statement. However, that might not be your own situation, and you might be contacted by the UKVI office some days into your visa application to provide a revised bank statement. It's just like a way for them to should be sure that you've still got the funds in your bank account. So personally, I advise people, when you're building your proof of funds to study in the UK, just leave the funds in your bank account till you get the decision on your visa application, so you don't put yourself in a mess. So now back to the guy that sent approval of funds, and the university is asking for a 6-month bank statement. Now I've seen about 4 different universities do the same thing, and I wonder one person that I know personally that was required to provide a 6-month bank statement by his university, just to show that there's a consistent amount coming to the UK. Now this is what I'm going to say. To avoid putting yourself in this funny position, the first thing you need to do is to ensure that when you're building your pool of funds, you need to build it the right way. Now, how do you build your pool of funds the right way? Now, for instance, let's say you're building a pool of funds and you need let's say 6 million naira for the balance of your tuition fee. You need let's say 4 million naira for your living expenses. Now these are just assumed values. Now it might be more, it might be less for you. Now you actually need 10 million naira for your pool of funds. And let's say for instance you're moving the funds probably from your parents' account to your account, or from an uncle's account to your own bank account. Please guys, ensure that, let's say for instance the proof of funds comes into your account on the 1st of August. Please ensure that you start reading your proof of funds from the 2nd of August. Now this wouldn't show the each sum of amount of money pushed into your account. This is why most universities ask students to provide a 6 months 6 months bank statement, because you submitted the bank statement, and on the bank statement they can see someone transferred 10 million naira into your account, and after the money came to your account, the balance on your account was 10 million 100 naira. It means before the money came, you had just 100 naira in your bank account. So such an account statement looks very much suspicious, because it shows that money might not be for you. How come someone that has just 100 naira in his account suddenly have 10 million naira, 100 naira in their account? So that's one of the the red flags that students experience when they submit bank statements. So personally, now I've got like loads of DM from people asking this question. I felt I just need to just share this out there so you know how you build a pool of funds. Now, if you decide to build a pool of funds, let's say for instance, it came in 1st of August, start counting from the 2nd or 3rd of August. So it shows that before you started counting, the previous balance for the previous day was 10 million. So it wouldn't show when, on how, or how much came into your bank statement when you're building your funds. I don't know if you get what I mean. So for instance, for me, when I was building my statement of account, I had like investments everywhere. I had like money market investments in treasury bills everywhere. So when I was building my pool of funds, I needed to liquidate those money. So the money came in like different days. I think I needed like 12 million naira for my bank statement. Now the money came in like in 4 different tranches. I waited until the money was completed, then started counting 2 days after I had the full amount of money in my bank account. So it doesn't show 4 million coming from here, 4 million coming from here, 3 million coming from here. No, it showed the fact that the previous days, like 2 days earlier, before I started building my my bank statement, I had that kind of amount in my account. I don't know if you know what I mean. So guys, if you're building a pool of funds, ensure that you start counting 2 or 3 days after the each sum of amount comes into your account. So this will prevent you from having to explain yourself to your universities how each sum of amount of money came into your account and all of those things. So guys, pool of funds is one of the ways you can get your visa denied or your visa approved. Yeah, and that's the truth. The moment the UKVI office sees that and each amount of money came into your account, then it's a red flag for them. So try and avoid this as much as possible. And if you have any other conflicting ideas on how to build your pool of funds, and I also need to make emphasis of this, and I've said this countless number of times in my videos, and I keep getting like a lot of DMs on the same questions. Guys, the only person that can provide a pool of funds for you are your parents, which include your mom or your dad, and also your own bank statement. Your uncle, your elder brother, your rich relative can't act as your sponsor. They can't provide their account as proof of funds. Please and please, I've gotten like 3 people this week that got their CAS application denied because they provided their uncle's bank statement, some provided their elder brother's bank statement. Guys, it has to be your parents' bank statement, which will definitely come with a supporting document to show that they're acting as a sponsor, or use your own bank statement. So if you have any uncle, any auntie that want to give bank statement, let them send the money to your bank account, and you submit your bank statement so as to avoid any story. Because one of my friends now, despite the fact that she's close to me, she still made the same mistake, and I've made videos upon videos about this proof of funds. So guys, please ensure you put your proof of funds the right way, so you don't get yourself in unnecessary annoying situation or circumstances. So if you have any question, if you find this video resourceful, please click on the like button so that YouTube can promote this video to as many as possible that might need to watch this video. And if you have any question or any concerns, state in the comment section. I'll try to respond as much as possible to some of your inquiries. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, what are you waiting for? Please click on the red subscribe button to join the Grow family. Trust me, it's definitely going to be worth your time. I've got amazing content on this channel you're going to find resourceful. And for my returning subscribers and viewers, thank you guys for the love. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.